The broadcast you're about to hear is a special sports presentation brought to you by WPEX-FM 90.9.
Hey, take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. 'Cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Welcome everybody to Lynn Hard Field in Lunenburg, Virginia. Final championship, Lunenburg and Charlotte for the District 5 tournament. We're getting things started pretty quick. Okay, Hoover will be starting off for Charlotte, for Lunenburg, starting things off pitching, and the first one is a strike.
Cody Carson is at the bat now for the Charlotte team. Charlotte, no stranger to this championship game. They've been here a bunch of times.
And a hard hit ball, which is going to go right up the middle. It'll be fielded by the center field. He'll throw it back and all the way, runner on first base for Charlotte. Charlotte, a fantastic hitting team, and Cody Carson gets a base hit.
Right up the gut.
Yeah, Taylor Amos up the bat now.
Get your lead, man.
I'll put Josh Jones on deck. Might see him pitching too. Here comes the windup, the throw. That one's going to be in there for ball number 1.
Look at your line. You got giving up a whole lot of
Exciting time last night, folks. If you wonder why you lost, is we had a big power failure out here at Lynn
It was a big one too. Sparks flying and everything. It was great.
Hoover winds up in the pitch, and it's a big ding and a bat, and it's going to be out of play. Now being it for strike number 2.
Big foul.
Actually, strike number 1.
That's a nice coach by. That's a nice catch by the coach's mother there.
Did she actually catch it?
Yeah.
I'll give her a game ball for that one. Hoover winds up in the pitch way low. Ball number 2. 2-1 is the count. Hot day today, and it is muggy. Heat index 104. Here comes the wind up in the pitch. And this one's going to be hard. This one's going to be fair. Hoover's going to get it. That thing took a backspin, and Hoover waited for it to bounce and see what the bounce was going to do. And it's like one of those backspins on a tennis ball.
And just died and rolled away from him.
Yeah, it almost actually died and spun away from him. Well, that puts runners with no outs on first and second. They're going to take a look at that ball, number 1.
Make sure it's not weighted or something, like dice.
That thing took a weird spin. Okay, Josh Jones is up in there. First pitch is a strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Hoover pitching for the Lunenburg All-Stars. He winds up and delivers the pitch. And that's another one in there for strike number 2. No balls and 2 strikes.
Keep your head now, roll it. Roll it.
No score here. We're just getting things started at the top of the first.
Yeah.
Championship game, Lunenburg and Charlotte. And that's going to be in there for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That
looked
was
pretty darn good, especially for an 0-2 count. I mean, looked like it hit that outside corner pretty darn good.
Hoover now looks, winds up. Here comes now the pitch. And that one's going to be ball 2.
Don't lose it. Take your time now.
2 balls right in a row.
Look where he's standing
Thrown
in
by
the box.
Hoover, and
Look at where
Hoover's
he's
kind of
standing.
wondering, wait a minute, those things look strikes to me. Yeah. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for ball 3, and that's 3 in a row.
Brings it to 32.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
Ball tight, grip it tight. You got talented now.
Walk will load the bases up, though.
You got some back up.
And still no outs. Here comes now the pitch. And how many times have we seen this and then we walk? Well, 2 base hits and a walk so far for Charlotte.
And moreover, it loads the bases right on up.
And I'll tell you, Charlotte is a first-inning team.
That brings up Dodder at the bat now for the Charlotte.
That's because none of the pitchers were throwing strikes in the first inning.
Oh, Charlotte's they've been getting great hits in the first inning.
Well, that one's going to be, and that is true, though. I mean, especially when you're looking at
That's what they did to Crew Burke. That's what they did to Crew Burke.
1 ball that was the last thrown, so that's 1 ball and no strikes. Hoover now looks, winds up, and delivers a pitch.
That's going to be in there for strike one. One ball and one strike.
Look for the walk.
Umpire that thing kind of went across his chest a little bit, and the umpire calls out a strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Hoover winds up.
Hard hit ball to the right field, and it will be fair. Right fielder will pitch it. Here comes the men. Will come running around. One will score.
2 scores.
And actually, 2 comes in. It's 2-0. That will be a double.
Was that track pretty good there, Robbie?
Yeah, that was good. It was great.
2 base hits, a walk, and a double. That puts them in the lead, 2-0. Charlotte with no outs.
He was safe at home.
A little controversy there.
Now here comes another controversy. And I think one of he touched the plate when he came in.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to recall that back. Why waste time? And here comes the familiar. The 3 amigos will meet each other at almost at the pitcher's mound, just right to the right, third base of it, and talk about, did anybody see that? And they'll say no, and we'll all go back and resume play.
Oh, did it say if he blocked the plate or not?
It don't matter.
Well, it don't matter. I mean, a thrown was not really thrown into it. The close call, or I just don't see how that's going to fly. And it didn't fly.
So we got 2-0 and runners on second and third.
And with no outs. All
First
right.
baseman's up.
Play shall resume.
Don't worry about it.
Here we go. Hoover winds up and delivers a pitch.
Strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike.
Keep it low right there. Keep it low right there. He can't.
Goodman is up.
Keep it low.
Trying to get his men around. Runners on second and third. Charlotte's winning 2-0. The windup. Here comes the pitch. Oh, that looked like a nice pitch.
And it is strike number 2.
No balls and 2 strikes here. Goodman. Reed will be on deck. Hoover now winds up to the
Hard hit ball, and that one's going to go foul. And the count remains no balls and 2 strikes.
big gap between the shortstop and third base. Here comes a pitch. That's going to be ball 1. But you see how they're they're playing that, Tim?
Yeah. Let it come out.
I've never seen any.
Keep the same speed on it.
Never seen anybody quite play in that position. Here comes the pitch, and this one's going to be it's going to be close, and he misses it. 1 run will score, and the other run's going to hold up. That makes it 3-0. We're going to give Goodman a double on that. Actually, it was thrown out.
That was E.
Yeah, but he ended up on second base anyway. What can you say? 3-0 now, Charlotte favor already with no outs. Here comes a windup. So far, everybody they put up there has made it in, except for the people who are still stuck on the baselines. Runners on second and third to Charlotte with a 3-0 lead. You said it, Tim. They like to score extremely early. Hoover winds up for Lunenburg, delivers, and boom! I thought this was going to hit. White elephant.
No, it just missed us.
That looked like it was heading towards me. I didn't hear no big thump. 1 ball and 1 strike. By the way, this is Christian Reed. Here comes the pitch. And this was a hard hit right to the Hoover. Fowler going to try to get him out at first, and he slides in, and he's safe. Well, he will be out at first base, but the runner from third will come in and slides in there and get safe. It's 4-0. Anyway, got 1 runner on second base right now. Third base, excuse me.
1 run scored.
Yep. That makes it 4-0 with only 1 out. All right, here comes the windup and the pitch. And he shakes that one down there for strike number 1.
Take your time. Take your time. It's hot out there, baby.
It is hot out there. One thing about it, he's got to hand to these kids being out here in such miserable conditions. That is in there for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes.
That's all you got to.
Coach wants to talk to the batter right quick.
Hoover would like to get his first, hadn't got a strikeout yet in this game.
He's already up to about 20 pitches.
Yeah, it don't take long when you got walks, full counts, that kind of thing. Now, at
Watch
any
the
rate,
bunt, mate.
here come the windup and the pitch.
Yeah.
Strike number 3, and there is
Nice
Hoover's
pitch.
first strikeout. Tyler Mann will be coming up.
Don't worry about it. Just throw the ball, son.
He has hit 1 home run in this tournament. He's a left-hander. Here comes out a pitch. Swing and a miss. T. Wright, number 1. Tim Boyd at shortstop.
That's all right. Take it.
Watch, I believe it's Maitland playing that. Look, either that or, no, it's Payton. I think
Yeah,
Payton's.
it's Painter.
All right, here comes a pitch. That one's going to be a check swing. He gets back fast enough
That's
to
good pitch.
save that one, so 1 ball and 1 strike. But Payton's just playing a weird shortstop position.
Well, they're just playing back because the great hitting that Charlotte is.
Well, that might be a good strategy, too. All right, here comes Hoover. Winds up, swing and a miss, strike number 2.
Now you're thinking, son. Now you're thinking. You're moving your ball around.
1 ball and 2 strikes. They do hit well, folks. I mean, they can really slap the ball at you. Hoover winds up. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be in there.
Good pitch.
Ball 2.
Yeah, ball 2, 2-2 is the count.
A little bit outside.
Rolling one. Rolling.
2-2 is the count.
Come in, son.
Infield's all ready to go, but playing back. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike number 3. So, 1 left on, and no errors really, not to speak of, and you've got 4 runs scored. So it's 4-0 in favor of Charlotte. We'll be right back right after this.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
The best stuff ever. Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
All right, back here at Lunenburg, here at Linhart Field, and it's 4-0 in favor of Charlotte, the championship game. And a funny thing, if Charlotte wins, of course, actually both Lunenburg, they will win the whole thing, and both Lunenburg and Charlotte will go to the state championships. But if Lunenburg wins, we'll be back here tomorrow for last game. Goddard will be pitching for Charlotte. He winds up and pitches, and he's been there for strike 1.
L.J. Watson is up.
Come on.
Josh Pantner will be on deck for the Lunenburg. Pantner looks, winds up. And that one's going to be high for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one's going to be in there for ball number 2. 2 ball and 1 strike. Excuse me, folks. Goddard looks. Winds up. And that's going to be ball number 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Wow.
Don't have him, man. He come in there, eat him up.
So let's see. Now he winds up. That was almost into the ground. And that will bring up Josh Pantner and try his lookout. First walk, though, by Goddard. All right. We'll see what the Josh can do. Here comes the pitch. And that was in there for striking. You know, I tell you, Timmy, it looks like he's calling him a lot high.
They're a little high.
Yep.
Yeah.
Runner on first base for Lunenburg. And that was going to be, that was a curveball. That fell in there for strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
By the hole, boy. By the hole, man.
Here comes down the wind up in the pitch. That was in the ground.
Good stop by the catcher there.
Yep. And now bring the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Because Watson is a fast base runner.
Painter kind of being behind the pitch count. Here comes the pitch. Hard hit ball. And that's going to go foul. But boy, if that was straight, it could have been trouble.
Everybody hitting there, Josh.
1 ball and 2 strikes will remain. Painter's a good hitter. Had a great season this year. Here comes the wind up and the pitch. And now back. And he still stays in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got no outs. And Lunenburg's got 1 runner on the bag. Here comes now the pitch. That one's going to be low, and there goes the runner down to Watson, and he'll be at second base. And the count becomes 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Everybody hitting, John. Everybody
here in
hitting
the championship game. Glad that y'all join us here at www.southsidesportsnetwork.com.
Started off with 2 strikes on him. Now he's throwing 3 consecutive balls.
Don't happen, but don't
3-2. Close. Here's the count. Now here comes the wind up by Daughter. And this will be foul back. Pantner hangs in there on a full count situation. He's doing a good job right now of protecting that plate. Pantner does get a good one. He could sail it out of here. Trouble is, I don't think Daughter wants to put anybody on board, even for Lunenburg. Now he steps back off the plate.
Back out. Hold up, man.
So Josh taps the plate 1 time, gets back in the batter's box. Here comes the pitch, and there's another foul back.
Pantner hanging tough up there.
Yep. That one was a little bit low. But when you got a full count situation like this, you've got to protect the plate. The wind up, here comes the pitch. That was low, ball 4.
That's 2 walks.
And that's 2 walks in a row by Daughter.
All right, Malik, don't happen.
And here comes the Charlotte pitcher coming out and talking to the Charlotte coach talking to his pitcher. But you know, Tim, the thing is, what are you seeing up there? Are they really close, or are they?
When he misses, he's missing.
Don't have him get up to the plate.
His first 2 were right there, and then last 3 were just all over. You got to think, though, how many days in a row this is for him.
No kidding.
All right, here comes the pitch and wind up. He pitched that one in there for a strike. Runners on first and second. We still have no outs. So Lunenburg's trying to get on board hook or crook and try to get some runners around. Here comes the pitch. That one's low. That'll be an in for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. See what Foster can do here. This one's going to be in there. It's bobbled, and it was everybody would be safe. That'll be a base hit. Now bring up even. Yeah.
That's a nice hard shot by Foster. Yep. Yeah, Hoover's on up the plate.
Give me more help. Run home with it. Hit it hard. Go.
Yeah, you hear him hit it hard. Fans enjoying the game.
Swing level.
He behind 4-0, but here we go. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be in there, ball one. Charlotte, always a well-coached team throughout the years. Here comes a wind-up of the pitch. Hard hit ball, and that one is going to go foul, and barely.
Just barely.
I mean, that thing was a micromism from going, fair. And if it was, that would have probably scored maybe 2, at least 1.
Hell, don't let it hit you now.
Bases loaded with no outs. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Hoover. Here comes now the pitch from Daughter. And that one's going to be in there for strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Curveball fell right in there.
So it looks like Daughter is trying to curve him out there. Here comes down the pitch. And that's strike number 3.
Ooh, that was awful low and outside.
First strikeout for Daughter.
1 out.
Now bring up Nate Nolan. Maybe he's that inconsistent strike zone. Wow, and that is kind of funny. Well, not surprising though. Swing and a miss though, and strike 1.
Kind of behind that fastball of his too.
Keep your head in, Buck. Keep your head in.
Well, neat. They can get back into this game with a good base hit, swing and a miss, strike 2. And they're having trouble timing this guy out. Runners on first, second, and third. Bases loaded. 1 ball, no balls, and 2 strikes. This one's going to be a hard hit ball. He may try with a double play, and he missed it. And a run will score. He gets back to second base. He's safe there. And that's one of those.
Perfect.
That's all you got to do. Just watch. Hey.
That one's going to be in there for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
Hey, not to it.
Here comes down the pitch. Hard hit ball. That's going to go into right field. That'll score another one. And the runner will be safe. The runner is safe. Oh, wait a minute. They called. On these closed calls. Tim, what did you think?
Oh, yeah. He was safe by about 2 steps.
My goodness. I mean, that's an important hit. That brings Charlotte within 2.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it brings Charlotte within 2. He's safe, and he overruled, and that's the 4th overrule that we've had.
Bases loaded again.
Now, see Robbie going out there to the center field camera, so we must have had some problems. Well, anything can go wrong can go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
off the bag, put on the leg. Hey, big boy, you put on the bag, man. You put on the bag.
Runners on first, second, third. Base is still loaded with only one out.
I know you don't want to tell the truth.
Hey, home on in, Carol, let's go. Base hit, boo.
All right, after all that fighting and argument, here we go.
Looks like Fields up, who had a grand slam yesterday.
Here comes now the pitch. That's in there for ball one ball and no strikes. A walk will actually pull them all the way to only one run. I mean, 2 runs. Here comes the pitch.
Now they'll be down one run.
One run.
Yeah, they'll be down 1 run.
That's right, Cam, baby. Hit him, baby. Look at him good. Look at him good, Cam.
Got a crowd mic making a little bit of crackly noise. I'll look into that when we get a chance. But here comes the pitch. That's in there for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You got to swing your head now. You got 2 on you now. You can't look at them close.
See what Fields can do. Winds up. This one's going to be in there for ball. 2-2 is the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 4-2 is the score right now. Well, it is the ball game. Goddard now looks, winds up. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
2 outs there. That air there on second base really, they would have got out of this inning with the score still being 4-0. Hadn't have been for that.
Foster will be up. Base hits needed now for Lunenburg. But Goddard's pitching good. That one goes down there for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are loaded. Plays at any base. Here comes now the pitch. Ball 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, your shirt's ready.
Charlotte's even kind of playing back in the outfield a little bit. Oh, and a very lazy swing for strike 2. That almost looked like he was off balance when he tried to swing the bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind up in the pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt. And now brings up a full count.
No, 2-2.
2-2. Okay, I thought that brought up a full count. Good. I was going to say that's another full count that we've had in this ball game. A lot of full counts we've had in the tournament. Man, oh man. More than I've ever seen in any tournament I've ever announced in. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be now another full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs, something's got to give here.
Look at that bad one. Let's make contact now.
Well, runners will be going, I guess you can see. Here comes down the pitch. Strike 3, and that knocks them out. So 3 men left on base, 1 error, and 2 runs scored. So Lunenburg's fighting back a little bit. They've come within 2. It's 4-2 in favor of Charlotte. We'll be right back right after these messages.
What does your world sound like? That's geography. The music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
Nurse, set up an IV. And you, her boyfriend, you were the driver?
Yes, doctor, but I didn't mean to hurt her. I only had a few drinks. I was just buzzed.
Just buzzed? Oh, then your girlfriend is fine.
Hey, sweetie. I feel great.
She's really okay?
What, are you kidding? No, not really. Nurse, get me a suture kit. Stat.
Buzzed driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Back here at Linhard Field in Lunenburg, it is 4-2 in favor of Charlotte in the championship game. Charlotte pulls this one out. They will be the champions, and both Lunenburg and Charlotte will actually go to the state, Charlotte being the first in the tournament. However, be a different story. If Lunenburg wins, we got to come back for the final game tomorrow night. Okay, here we go. We're back in the saddle and ready to go.
Let's get number one, gang. Let's get number
Matthew
one.
Myers will be coming up for Charlotte, and Hoover will wind up and pitch. And there is strike number one.
That's all you got to do. You got weak battles all the way down, man.
One ball. I mean, no balls and one strike. Here's a wind up in the pitch. And now the strike two. Two pitches fell in there for strikes. It's way ahead of the batter. No balls and two strikes.
Don't worry about what he's telling him. You know what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Go to your target. Let's pitch it you.
Looking
that on you.
Thinking what he's going to throw next. Now he's ready to throw. It'll wind up. Here comes the pitch. Hard hit ball. This will be a base hit to right field. He will field it, and they will bring it to the cutoff man. Throws it to Painter at second base, and that being there for a base hit. Carter Strickland will be up.
That's 10-2. 10-2.
Hunter Holly will be on deck. I'm sorry. Yeah. Here's a hard hit ball. Here it is, right field. And it gets past him. He wasn't quite fast enough to get over there. Runners will go to third. They're going to hold everybody up. And this is going to be interesting. They tag him out and they get that first out at second. The second base runner overran the base. And Painter was able to tag him out for an out at out at second base. But run is on scoring position at third. Wow. That ball sailed way deep into right. Well, actually, it was a base hit, but it dropped in. Here's the pitch in there for ball one. That last ball was hit into right field, and fielder just couldn't get over quick enough.
A little bit way inside.
Went all the way to the fence. Hoover winds up in a pitch. And there for another strike. One ball and one strike.
Keep it right there.
One ball, one strike, and one out now is the count.
How big is it?
Hoover looks, winds up. Here comes the pitch. And that's in there for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike.
That same pitch you throw it at him, it's going to go in there on the plate.
Charlotte came out hitting it
at curve in there.
Top of the first. They got it to a 4-0 lead. Here comes down the pitch. Swing and a miss, and there for strike 2. 2-2 is the count.
You can't lighten up.
Lunenburg came back pretty quickly from a few walks and a base hitters.
You got 2 on them there. Don't play with
they were able to at least get back 2 of them, so it's still a 2-run game. Separates to 2. Here comes down the pitch. This one's going to be a hard hit. Painter dives at it. Charlotte will score 1. And the runner will be in there for a base hit.
I said Charlotte is a great hitting team.
Already one, let's see, 1, 2, almost 5 base hits already in this game.
Well, they got 3 this inning alone.
Always try to get the first one over you.
And there, the first one in there for ball 1. And by the way, this is Hunter Holly with it up. Here comes the wind up in the pitch. In there for ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. No strikes. 0. 2-0. Runner at second base for Charlotte. They lead now 5-2. Here comes the pitch. And this one's going to be a chopper. And they're going to try for the double play. They do get it.
Perfect double play ball. Nice play by Painter.
Painter, shortstop, grabbed that one and was able just to tag the base and throw it to first. A nice double play. 1 run score. 1 man left on base and no errors. So as we end up to the go to the top of the third. It is 5-2. We'll be right back right after these messages.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
To create, make more friends and express their individuality. When they learn to play some music, act or paint or dance or write creatively.
Hot from the toaster and filled with the essential creative thinking skills of an 18th century musical genius, Mozart Toasties are an important part of an arts-healthy childhood. Studies show that involvement in the arts helps kids increase test scores and promotes academic achievement. Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org. The arts. Ask for more. Brought to you by Americans for the Arts, the NAM Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Back here, Linhart Field, Lunenburg. And the overhead skies are kind of giving us some shade here, and we don't have the sun beating down on us, and things are a little bit cooler. Even the lights have come on here at Linhart. And Charlotte is enjoying a 5-2 lead here at the bottom of the second. Lunenburg's got to come up and do something. Try to get back those 3 runs and tie this ball game up and possibly take the lead. Well, let's see what they can do. I believe this is Foster that's up. It's either that or it's Moore. Anyway, Dotter winds up and throws the ball. And he finds a hole in there for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike.
Watch the curveball.
Here comes out the pitch. That was a curveball. Guys, watch curveball. Sure enough, he threw. That was a curveball.
Yes, it was.
Yep. That brings up no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes now. Dotter winds up. That one's going to be high, ball 1. He just kind of may have wasted that pitch.
I don't know if that was a ball, though. Looked to be right there at the numbers.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the windup. And that was some sort of a drop ball curve a little bit. Did you see it?
Yeah.
It broke somehow, but that's in there for ball number 2.
Watch the curveball.
Yep, watch that curveball. Here comes the pitch. That's in there for strike 3.
This guy's got a real low strike zone.
Yep. Well, they got Buchanan pitching. Well, that's kind of messed up. Anyway, a sub. That, you ready to go? All right. Here comes Dotter, winds up. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be in there for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
Hey, don't help him out here. Don't help him out. Let's go.
Here comes the next pitch from Dotter, and this one's going to be a chop foul in there for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The umpire is calling a lot more strikes than he was in the earlier games. Here comes now the pitch, and that one's going to be ball 2. And that makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. 5-2, Charlotte leading right here at the bottom of the second. Here comes the windup and the pitch. Now be low for ball 3. And 3-1 comes the count now.
Hey, all you got to do, don't happen. Don't happen. Don't happen. Come in there, eat him up, though.
Minix will be up next. Guess that's how you pronounce his last name. The windup. And that's in there for strike 2. Another full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Seen a lot of them in this tournament. Nobody on. Here comes the pitch.
And that's going to be ball 4. So Buchanan will walk. And that will bring up Michael, I guess, Minix. That's how you pronounce it. And Lunenburg's got a runner on board. Here comes out the windup. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. They have 1 out.
Ball back. Get in there and get it.
Both teams, they're trying to battle it out. Both teams want to win this.
Yeah.
Here comes a windup in the pitch. And it's in there for strike 2.
Yeah, caught that outside corner.
Hey.
So no balls and 2 strikes now. Buchanan on first. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be strike number 3. That'll be the second strikeout. Now bring up Childress now. That will come up. And that will bring him. Here comes the windup in the pitch. And there for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike.
The pitcher's really starting to get into a groove right now.
Here comes the next pitch. This one's going to be low for ball 1-1 is a count. Yeah, it does look like he's throwing with confidence.
Hey, make a strike, put it in the hole.
Catcher just checked down the first base ump to see if he broke the plane. He did not.
Here comes now the pitch. This one will be high, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike is now the count. One runner on board. Here comes the pitch. Hard hit ball. That's going to drop in. And it gets past the center field. This could possibly score 1. Childress will come around second base. And here comes the runner. Will go in home. And get that run back. It's now 5-3.
Beautiful piece of hitting right there. That's a beautiful little hit right there.
Let's go, John.
Now, this might be...
This is number 1 batter.
All right. This should be the AJ. Yeah. This should be Watson. Here's the pitch.
Good eye.
He kind of gets back there for ball 1.
He's a great little infielder, too.
Here comes the windup and the pitch. And he slices that one in there. Foul ball.
Swing level, Al.
1-1 now is the count.
It'll go.
2 outs, 5-3. Lunenburg's got that 1 score back. Right now, nobody's running away with it. That one's going to be high for ball 2.
Come in there sooner or later.
2 balls and 1 strike now. Robbie is back.
Somewhat. I'm still solving a problem back here, but I'm back somewhat. That's why the score count was kind of delayed.
That one's going to be low for ball 3. That will put a runner on board.
Oh, runner's on third.
Runner's on third, yep.
Yeah, but I mean, he'll probably put a runner on first and third.
No,
if he walks.
3-1.
No, if he walks. Here comes the windup in the pitch. And that was a strike. And boy,
LJ can't
believe it.
Hey, pull on you now, Buck. Pull on you now. Got to attack.
All right. 3-2.
Won't happen.
Here comes the windup in the pitch. And that one's going to be foul back. And the count remained to 3 full. Same thing.
Good job. You hit him there. He going away from that.
And another full count for Mr. Dotter.
He wobbling.
One runner on third base right now with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. And this one's going to be a hard hit ball. They're going to try to score him. He's safe. He missed the ball.
Run comes in.
And the run will score. And Lunenburg pulls within 1.
The pitcher should have been covering on that play right there, and he didn't get over there.
And I'll bring up Josh Paintner. You know, with Watson on first base, base hit could possibly take him at least to second, maybe even to third, depending on where he was placed at. Here come the windup and the pitch. And this one's going to be in there for ball number 1.
Yeah, it's a little inside that time.
That last play, the pitcher should have been covering on that play.
And I think that's what Dollar's saying to himself right now, saying, "Oh, I can't believe I did that."
1 ball, no strike. Here comes down the pitch. And this one's going to be a hard hit ball. This could be a double play. It's going to be, yes, they did. Well, they only needed 1 anyway.
I just figured they'd get 4 outs.
Just go for it, right? Just go with it.
That brings it to a 1-run ball game.
So, now I'm just going to put that out at second. And anyway, 2 men left on. And so as we come down to the top of the third, it is 5-4 in favor of Charlotte. We shall be right back right after these.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
Integrates, make more friends and express their individuality. When they learn to play some music, act or paint or dance or write creatively.
Hot from the toaster and filled with the essential creative thinking skills of an 18th century musical genius, Mozart Toasties are an important part of an arts-healthy childhood. Studies show that involvement in the arts helps kids increase test scores and promotes academic achievement. Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org. The arts. Ask for more. Brought to you by Americans for the Arts, the NAM Foundation, and the Ad Council.
All right, back here at Linhard Field, 5-4 as Charlotte's holding on just a little bit of a lead. The first pitch by Hoover, it's in there for for ball 1.
Tim, you can see that pitcher's number. That batter's number. What's his number there?
No, I can't.
Okay.
That one's going to be in there for ball 2.
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay, Carson Cody up to bat.
Yep, Carson Cody's up to bat. Tyler Almus will be on deck. All right, here we go. Here comes the pitch. That's in there for ball 3. Hoover looks back at the coaches and kind of shakes his head a little bit, kind of can't believe it.
They tried.
Hoover now looks, winds up. Here comes now the pitch. And he throws that one in there for strike 1. I don't know. Sometimes there's low, high strike zones. It's just hard to say, I guess. You got to throw the ball and just hope whatever it'll turn out to be like. Here comes a hard hit ball to right field. It will get in there. This time he does get over there in time. Throws it to his cutoff man, the second baseman. And they'll be in there for a nice base hit.
All right, let's turn 2.
Another base hit. Here comes Tyler Almus is up. How many times when you've seen it? This is when one will go out of here.
Well, I don't know. Charlotte just been so good at just, doing these little chop base hits to Lunenburg all day, and they're just punishing Lunenburg on those hits.
They try to get the lead, man.
This will be that was a 6 base hit in this ball game for Charlotte. This one's going to be fouled back, strike 1.
Swing is right away.
Charlotte wins this game, they will be the champions of the tournament. Runner-up, both of them will go to state. So both of them have got life after this. Here comes down the pitch, and this one's going to be in there for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, but they both want that trophy here today, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Look at the batter.
Especially Lunenburg ain't been in there in quite some time.
Yep.
Here comes all the wind-up. Here comes the pitch. This one's going to be a chopper to second base. Throws it to first. Peyton will trot. Well, he wisely holds up. He knew he couldn't get the guy at first base.
Yeah, I believe last time Lunenburg won their district was back in 2004, if I remember correctly. It's been, about 6 6 years here, 7 years now since they won it.
Turn the double, turn the double if you got it.
All right, Josh Jones is up now. He can hit the ball out of here. That's in it for ball 1.
If you see what you did with that, make it come in to him a little, throw it to him, throw him a little bit.
So 1 ball and no strike now to Josh Jones. Here comes the windup. There's the pitch is going. It is all
foul,
to the
fair.
fence. It is fair. All right, the runners will score around. They throw the ball in, and they'll wisely hold up.
You know, the hitting power of Charlotte just comes through over and over again now, doesn't it?
And Robbie, take over for me just for a second.
Okay. I believe Donner will be coming to bat now. He's
in there with the stand-up double.
Stand-up double. That was a nice one. Anyways, Hoover lines up his pitch there, tosses it on there, and that's down the middle for a nice strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike.
You got to throw the ball now, son. You got to throw it.
And you hear Coach just telling you got to throw it. You got to throw it. Here comes the throw. That was a good, solid hit going out to right field. The right fielder has it. The runner on third will tag up and head back into home for a run. That now brings it 6-4 for the Lunenburg All-Star. I mean, the Charlotte All-Stars, rather.
And again, Charlotte's really getting a hold of the ball.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Robbie had to get some kid that was getting tangled up in our wireless mic cord.
Don't lighten on him. Don't lighten on him.
Well, 6-4 on that tag up. Here comes down the pitch, and this one's going to be swing and a miss. Well, swing and foul back, actually.
It's a foul.
Don't lighten on him.
This is Tucker, I believe, is up. Hoover winds up. Here's the pitch. Slice back. It's in there for strike number 2 with 2 outs. Charlotte came back and scored 1, but boy, they fit some base hits.
They're so consistent in their hitting. I mean, that's what really gives Charlotte a very big advantage in this tournament.
And usually one mistake in that case is usually drastic. Either put runners, advance them, or bring somebody in.
That was a blown one all the way around, I'm afraid.
Good pitch.
That's a good waste pitch. You got 0-2 count. Now it's 1-2.
That's true.
1 ball and 2 strikes. And the cloud cover, kind of partly cloudy out there.
It's really cooled it off out here.
Yeah, the sun's been behind the clouds most of the time. That was going to be in there for ball 2 into his account. And it's made a big difference in the poor pitchers that have been out there in this tournament.
Yeah, they're not quite cooking as bad. Still a little rather warm.
It's still humid, and it's still hot.
I mean, it's probably thrown through water out there. It's so hot. It's so humid.
Outfields are really spread apart out there for Lunenburg. Here comes the pitch, and this one's going to be a hard shot. This will go all the way to the pitch. 1 run will score. That'll be 7-4. They throw it in there. They tag the guy. Oh! And here we go. There's going to be a protest on this one. He tagged him, and boy, that was flown in. Here we go.
Wow, that.
Whoa.
I need to tell Shaw
that guy was safe. That guy was safe all the way.
No, he wasn't. No, he tagged him before he got there.
I mean, I'm not saying he was tagged all the way. I'm sorry, folks, that's what I meant. And here comes the discretionary meeting that we will have again. So the 3 amigos will come in. Are we okay?
Yeah, just want to make sure we're over-modulating slightly, that's all.
Yeah, that's because maybe I was yelling.
We're going to have a discussion about that one. I can guarantee you that one. I have to be honest with you. I don't know what Tim saw, but I saw him tag him before he got to the bench.
I did too. I'm sorry, I did too. Tim?
No.
Tim disagrees.
Yeah.
Tim had probably a better angle than we did, too. We're kind of looking straight on. Tim's up in the air.
Yeah, the camera.
They called him out.
Yeah, got him.
The run still scores.
Run does score, though, since it was not a force.
And he's still out there at first base.
He's like, wait a minute.
And wait a minute. Here comes the other coach out there.
Yeah, another argument the other way.
Lord have mercy. Okay. Tim, make sure you zero in on that argument out there.
He ain't happy there.
Oh, yeah, you got. Oh, yeah, there you go.
I'm a happy coach.
Look at him pointing around. He's mad.
He is mad.
Especially, I mean, how many calls is it now that's went Lunenburg's way?
Well, I think, what, 3?
Yeah.
Has it been 3, Tim?
Yes.
Well, looks like it's going to remain 3. Okay. Well.
Run will score, though, so it's still 7.
2 runs will score, and it is 7-4. And
We will be right back right here at Linhart, right here on the south side. Wow, Sports Radio Network. Don't go away.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile, located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
Yeah, and Kendrick Goldman there, you can tell he's not happy. You know.
He ran out there after that reversal like you would not believe.
Oh, yeah. That brings up Malik Foster at the bat. He had a single earlier, I think. I'm not sure. I'm kind of hazy on my stats thing because I was trying to do two good jobs.
Actually, no, he had a base hit.
Single, yes.
Yeah, single.
That's usually what a single is. Well, I had fun there.
Daughter's still in there as pitching.
And, yeah, he's done a good job today. You wouldn't want to pull him.
Lunenburg is giving the batter some last-second instructions. I don't know, not a whole lot to tell your batter except just, watch the signals and don't swing anything bad and be patient, and take your pitches.
That's all you can do.
All right, I guess we're ready to begin.
Looks that way.
7-4, Charlotte leading. We got back two of them real fast here at the top of the third. Bottom of the third. Anyway, that one's outside ball one.
What we'll do, baby, let me have one this time.
No ball, one ball and no strikes. Here comes down the pitch. Ball. That one would go all the way to the fence. Here comes Foster rounding second. They're going to hold him up there. Oh, what a nice catch by number 8. What's his number 8? What's his name?
Josh Jones.
Josh Jones. Did you see that catch that he made?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Michael Jordan out there.
Yeah.
Made that one really good. And they're going to have to talk. I think they're bringing another pitcher.
Oh, they're bringing in another pitcher.
Pointing out to right field.
Yep.
We'll hit him too.
Number 20, isn't that Elmos?
No, number 8's coming in the pitch.
They're pointing number 20 to cover shortstop. So number 8 coming in. That is Josh Jones.
Oh, that's their ace. All right, so we'll take a quick, while the pitcher warm up, quick timeout. We shall be right back right after this. Don't go away.
To create, make more friends and express their individuality. When they learn to play some music, act or paint or dance or write creatively.
Hot from the toaster and filled with the essential creative thinking skills of an 18th century musical genius, Mozart Toasties are an important part of an arts-healthy childhood. Studies show that involvement in the arts helps kids increase test scores and promotes academic achievement. Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org. The arts. Ask for more. Brought to you by Americans for the Arts, the NAM Foundation, and the Ad Council.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
You know, they have injuries on the field. Well, we got injuries in the trailer. Jenny, our DVD maker, has done injured her funny bone. You know, there's a paramedics over there if you want to go to them.
All right, Josh Jones is the new pitcher for Charlotte.
Hoover's up the bat.
Yep, Hoover at the bat. Hoover, one of their best hitters for Lunenburg.
And that was going to be in there for strike one.
That was perfect. I don't think the catcher had to move his glove 1 inch that time.
No outs. Here comes now the pitch. That one's going to be low for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Josh Jones can throw the ball now. He can really throw some heat when he wants to. Here comes a windup in the pitch. Foul back. Strike 2. And it's exactly probably with Hoover Hoover and Nolan and them guys coming up probably would want somebody who can throw some heat. Yeah. Charlotte leading 7-4, and they want to protect that. Here comes a hard package through. They're going to try to throw him out.
They got him.
And they got
him.
Great play by the second baseman.
Yeah.
Runner advances to third, but cost him it cost him an out. Wow, that's kind of incredible.
Well, one thing for sure, Hoover's not going to win any medals for being the fastest guy on the track, I don't think.
No, that's for sure. Here comes now the pitch, and that one's going to be sliced back, foul ball.
That brings up Nolan Nate.
All right, Josh Jones pitching for Charlotte, winds up, delivers.
Right.
That one's going to be in there. Curve, strike 2.
It froze that batter.
Yeah, that one looked like it coming right. The batter just kind of zipped in there to the last second.
Seen a lot of curveballs by the Charlotte team. Here comes down the pitch.
Broke the play.
That one's going to be a check swing.
Got him.
And that's going to be a strikeout.
Brings up 2 outs.
And that's going to be Jeffrey Goodwin. Goodwin is going to come up.
The catcher.
Goodwin is also going to take off his protective gear.
Just let him hit with it on. He'll be safer. Goodwin's a lefty, by the way.
Lunenburg, I know, would like to get at least one of those guys back. Here comes the pitch.
Not going to do
there
that,
for strike 1.
Y'all can't hit the ball standing there looking at it.
There is a certain amount of truth to that.
Oh, yep. Here comes a wind-up in the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Sunk on him.
That's why they brought Josh Jones in.
Yeah. Come on, let's go. Get up to the plate.
No balls and 2 strikes. Wind up in the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Late, yeah.
Get out of that inning unscathed.
Get your helmet on your head. Stop
So, 1 man left on base. No errors, and you've got nobody scored. It's still 7-4 in favor of Charlotte. We will be right back right after these messages.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
To create, make more friends and express their individuality. When they learn to play some music, act or paint or dance or write creatively.
Hot from the toaster and filled with the essential creative thinking skills of an 18th century musical genius, Mozart Toasties are an important part of an arts-healthy childhood. Studies show that involvement in the arts helps kids increase test scores and promotes academic achievement. Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org. The arts. Ask for more. Brought to you by Americans for the Arts, the NAM Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Back here at Linhart, and it is 7-4 in favor of Charlotte.
Top of the fourth inning here. Charlotte gets another shot here to add to their lead, and they've been very successful scoring in every inning so far.
Thank you for joining us here at Linhart Field on the Southside Sports Network. We appreciate you tuning in, listening, watching our live stream.
Listening, watching.
Yep.
You know, we apologize. Some of the people, we had some DVD issues earlier. We thank you for bearing with them while we fix those.
But we got them all fixed up now, I think.
Yeah, they were good now.
Nothing more you could really say about either one of these teams. I mean, you know, when I say I give an edge to a team, and I give the edge to Charlotte because of their pitching depth. And they do have some good pitching depth.
Well, also experience, too.
And now, that's on the defensive side. The offensive side, look what they got. A great hitter. We'll add up all the base hits in a little bit, but you're playing like that on both sides. You know, usually you put a win in the winning column. Here comes the pitch from Hoover. He's remained in the pitch the whole game. He's been pitching.
Christian Reed at the bat now for the Charlotte All-Stars.
Brother of Joseph Reed.
Yep.
You remember him from last year. That's in there for ball one. Here comes the next pitch. He shows bat. Everybody charges. And there for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
LJ, you got Carl Sucker when that first name of the league going up there, son. You got the cover.
Here comes the windup from Hoover. And that one is sliced back.
Way back in someone's car.
Yeah.
You didn't park there today, did you?
Yeah.
It hit it.
I did park within range, but...
Hit your car?
Yeah,
no.
It hit the back.
Hit your car?
Yeah.
Oh, so you shouldn't have parked there.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes a wind-up and the pitch. Hard hit ball. This is going to go to second base. He feels it, throws it out to Faller, and that will be out in number 1. This game is going pretty quickly compared to most of the games here at Linhart.
It has been a long tournament, that's for sure.
Don't lighten up, E. Don't lighten up.
We've had games that go 2.5 hours in the blistering heat. That's just too much.
Yeah, that's way too
much. Look at it.
Here comes a pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike.
Now roll him one. Roll it.
Rolling it, yep. Roll that sucker.
Make it roll.
Gotta make it roll. That's right.
And a wind-up. Here comes Hoover's. He
way high.
Cocks his arm back and throw one that's high. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I dare say, Tim, that one rolled high, didn't it?
Yep. I think he's talking about his curveball.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hoover is still in a wind-up position. Throws that ball down there. Boy, that missed by. That was close.
Yeah, that was real close.
Don't worry about it. Challenge me.
2 balls and 1 strike.
Make him hit.
So here comes a wind-up in the pitch. And that's going to be called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Now you got
well, if you need a lawyer, just ask the Lunenburg coaches. They've won all 3 of their arguments.
They have done well today. I got to give them credit.
3 reversals. I got to give them credit. Here comes the pitch. All right, strike number 3, and it's out number 2.
Yeah, maybe Lunenburg coaches are on the wrong thing. They should go into personal injury lawyers. Probably make a lot more money.
Incredible. All right. Hoover winds up and pitches. That's going to be outside, ball 1. And who's this up the bat, Mr. Hart?
Number 14.
All right, number 14.
Plug it up out of there. Let me hear something.
Saw this kind of getting to you a little bit, Robbie. All right, Hoover now winds up with 1 ball and no strikes. That's going to be 2 balls and no strikes.
Hoover's getting kind of tired out there.
Well, we can't give you an exact count because we don't know exactly
what the count really is. We had technical problems earlier. But it's way up there, I'm sure. It's in there for strike one, 1-2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, it's around the 70 to 80 pitch range.
I really don't know who's available. I don't know. I think as Painter can't pitch at all.
Rip it tank,
he's out.
Worry about hitting the ball.
Here comes a wind up in the pitch. And that one's going to be a chop foul to the left. Runs in front of the Charlotte bench.
That's kind of the way the game is played, though. You have to play a final game with what you have, not with what you want.
2-2 is the count. 2 outs.
Shaking camera.
The wind up, the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's in there for strike number 3.
1, 2, 3.
Good job by Hoover and the rest of the Lunenburg game. They trail 7-4. We'll be right back right after these messages.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
Weather looks ready to fall out back here.
Back here at Linhard Field, and clouds are moving in from the south. Maybe they have rain before it's over. Here comes out a pitch. He zooms that one in for strike 1. Josh Jones is showing them how to pitch right now.
He's fast, no doubt about it.
And accurate.
And accurate, yep.
Here comes down a wind-up. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes, just like that.
They get 5 innings in. That's an
official game, yep. Even if the thunderstorms come down here. But no one wants to see a game in on Thursday.
Oh, that was. I thought it was 4.
Oh, yeah.
You're right, it is 4.
Yeah,
so we're already in already.
Yep. Well, I think. I don't know what that was all about.
The catcher got hit with that foul ball.
Ouch. Oh, that's always smart.
You know, you got to give Lunenburg credit for making this far. I mean, we didn't really peg them to go this far after they got beat so badly by a Crew in that second round, but they really fought their way back in this tournament, and that's why they're here today.
Played sound baseball ever since.
Yep. Here comes the wind-up in the pitch, and a swing and a miss, strike 3.
That's foul. He fouled it.
Oh, he did foul it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't look like he even came close to hitting the ball.
No, he fouled it.
Well,
I'll tell you, we need to get an extra monitor here to see what I'm seeing.
Well, I can't see. I got coaches in front of me. Low ball number 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Who's this up to bat, Robbie?
I have Cameron Field, number 11. Is that his number in the back there? Can't tell. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Here comes out the pitch.
Outside.
And there, ball 2. Cameron struck out the last time he was up. Here comes now the wind-up and the pitch. And that's going to be low, and that count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So after throwing 2 strikes in a row, he's missed 3 in a row. Here comes the pitch and the wind-up, and that one's going to be foul.
That's not working. You're working him, baby. You're working him.
Yeah, he's working him, baby.
You gotta admit, we do get some entertaining stuff from the crowd.
That's why I think the crowd mic does add something to the game.
Don't help him.
Here comes the pitch.
Oh,
he calls that a strike, and Cameron cannot believe it.
That was awful low.
That was kind of low, but anyways, that brings him, I believe, is Fowler now.
Yep, Chris Fowler is up. He struck out it last time, too. Here comes a hard hit ball to third base, and he bobbled it.
They make it, though.
Trying to throw it, and he's safe.
That was close, though.
That was very close.
Yeah, Fowler, not a lot of speed there when that third baseman bobbled it. He still did a good job of fighting out there and throwing it, but just maybe a millisecond too slow.
Yeah. That brings up Moore now that will try his luck.
Sean Moore.
Yep. One out. Falls throw on first base for Lunenburg. Okay, Josh Jones winds up. And that looks like it was low to me, and he called that one a strike. Fouls are starting to get a little bit rough here. If you look towards the south.
Everyone's stopping.
Here comes the wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Strike two.
Strike two. No balls and two strikes. Here comes now the pitch. And that was going to be a chip foul ball. He'll hang in there. No balls and two strikes.
He was backing out on that curve ball, and his bat came out and got a piece of it.
Give it a quick hand.
Yeah.
Give it a quick hand.
I mean, some of these kids got some wicked curves that are been in on Charlotte. Here comes that was a curveball and got it. Now be out number two.
Number one batter up, LJ.
So now LJ Watson with two outs is up. Here comes the pitch, low. Ball one. During the next break, I think I'm going to run out there and roll up my windows.
That would be advisable.
Yeah, here comes now the pitch. Ball number two. Other than the first night, weather's been pretty good. It's just been like playing, in the middle of the Mojave Desert. But other than that, the rain has kept from us pretty good. But boys, it's been muggy.
It has been muggy.
Here comes the wind-up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Steve Wright, number one. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Keep your head in a little longer. Keep your head in a little longer.
Matter of fact, I think this has been some of the best conditions that these kids have played in. Here comes the pitch. This is going to be fouled up. The first baseman gets underneath it, catches it, and fields it for the third and final out. Well, 1 man left on. They didn't score none, and the score will be remaining 7-4. We'll be right back right after this. Do not go away right here on the South Side Sports Network.
These are not your ordinary doctors. They are the accounting surgeons. Allow them to show you the personal attention it takes in order to receive every single deduction you deserve. The accounting surgeons and crew are here for you all year long, not just January to May. Whether you need tax preparation, payroll work, or bookkeeping services, call the accounting surgeons today. 434-538-0595. They offer very reasonable rates along with their year-round service with a smile. Located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. The accounting surgeons are here for you. Phone 434-538-0595.
The best stuff ever.
Brought to you by Radio Shack.
I need a new phone, so I'll go to Radio Shack, take their advice, and buy a Sony Ericsson Z750 with AT&T service. It has a 2-megapixel camera, FM radio, and a web browser, so I can surf the internet. And then one day at a car dealership, I'll find the price of a car too high, but the salesman won't agree, and he'll throw me a challenge and he'll give me the car for free if I find it for cheaper, so I'll use the internet on my phone, find it for cheaper, and get it for free. And I'll owe it all to Radio Shack.
Don't just buy stuff.
Do stuff.
See your local Radio Shack dealer at Southside Electronics, Blackstone Square Shopping Center.
All right, we're back here at Linhart Field in Lunenburg, and here we are at the top of the 5th with the rainstorm threatening to the south. And Lunenburg trailing right now is Charlotte All-Stars 7-4 in this District 5 Major League All-Star Tournament.
Hoover will be staying in, too.
All right, Hoover now winds up and pitches. Hard hit ball. It'll be a line drive to right center, and it gets past everybody. Goes to the fence. The ball is being thrown, and Hoover will back everybody up. Went over to first base, Painter's head, which is playing shortstop position, excuse me. And a nice double action.
That was a nice, good little hit.
That's a nice hit. Nice stroke. Hoover slowed down a lot.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's getting tired. He's exhausted.
And that will bring up, who was that, Josh Jones? No, who did that?
That's Myers.
Yeah, number 10. That'll bring up...
what's his number there, Tim? We get a chance.
Strickland is up.
Who's that, up the bat?
Yeah.
The number 10 just hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Strickland, I believe, is up the bat.
But we're in the point where they sub
2 balls and no strikes.
Number one's up.
Yeah, top of batting Cody Carson.
Oh, so Cody's back up. All right. Look at that, my records. Well, he's had 3 base hits in a row here, 2 base hits. He's going to get this one to third base, checks the runner.
Bad throw.
And he's going to run. He's going to run him down to, they're going to catch him easily. Out. And that's going to, now they got a double chance to get him out. They don't do it at third base, but they get that leadoff runner, and that's out number 1.
Well, you know, yesterday it hit the coach, and it was a free pass. It was a free ball.
Well, that's when I was wondering if that
here
ball
we go
was going to
again.
end up.
Here's another argument.
Yep. But will they actually advance? Well, they will almost have to advance the runner.
Yes.
And here comes, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the good old conference. This time the Charlotte coach is going to argue, hey, hit the coach, and that gives him another advancement. Well, let's see what happens. And here comes all the coaches, and they gather up. Here comes the umpires, and we've seen this before, Robbie.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Charlotte might win this one. Let's see what happens. No, I don't think they do, because Charlotte coaches are throwing up their hands and just dismayed. All right.
It did hit the coach.
I didn't see. Yeah.
Yes, it did.
I did.
Yes, it did.
I
It hit
filmed
the
it.
coach. Here comes a pitch. Oh, did you get that one on film? That's in there for strike 1.
We hit the Lunenburg coach?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It really did. All right, no balls and 1 strike. Had to, if you look at the trajectory of it. Swinging and miss. Strike 2, no balls and 2 strikes. And 1 out is up on the board. Nothing like getting that leadoff runner out in any condition. That kind of helps out quite a bit at times. Here comes the pitch. Strike. Oh, that was a ball. That was close. Well,
I don't know where that missed at.
You know, throwing. Hoover now winds up and throws. This one's
hard
hit ball.
That's
going.
Special,
and it hits the fence. 1 run will score. Actually, 2 runs, I believe, is going to score.
No,
on that.
1 run.
And the umpire and the coach is pointing at umpire and second base for some reason. So I guess he had another dispute. But a run will come in. That's now 8-4.
Yep. Now, Josh Jones is up. Hoover's just getting tired is what it is.
He's pitched a lot.
Yeah, he has pitched. I don't think they got really anybody else to bring in.
Yeah, that's what it is, too.
Here comes Hoover, winds up, foul back, strike 1. And also pitching, and these umpires has been like going to the, to the
marksmanship championship.
Well, no, like you're going to Vegas and you go to the, to the 7-Eleven table or whatever, and hope you draw a good card when you pitch it. No balls and 2 strikes. Like you're playing 21 or something. Here, dealt me another one and hope it's a good one. Gosh, I come up with some good ones, don't I?
No, not really.
I do. Did great. Great.
Hard hit.
Hard hit ball. That's going to get in there for a base hit. Looks like another one will score for Charlotte. And they're really hitting off of Hoover quite a bit now. But
Look, I'm not going to take anything away from Hoover. He's pitched a good game. He's done a good job.
They got his number down.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's tired. He's not throwing with anything zip on the ball. I'm tired of just looking at him. And here comes the...
It didn't sound right.
Yep.
It didn't sound right.
Do what?
I'm just tired of just looking at him.
Well, I am tired of just looking. Not tired. Not tired of looking at him. I'm tired. He makes me tired by looking at him because all the pitches
Oh, really does, huh?
No, everybody get it wrong out there.
We're just messing with you there. I think everyone knows what you mean.
No, he's just done such a great job pitching. And heat, humidity, and stuff like that. When you go pitching 5 games, wow, that's just
Hoover will stay in.
Hoover's gonna stay in.
I feel for the guy out there, and going up against just one of these excellent Charlotte, the way these guys pitch.
Hit.
And pitch. Charlotte scored 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, none in the fourth, and 2 here in the fifth. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be in there for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes now. Runners on second base now for Charlotte. They got a 9-4 lead. Wind up and the pitch. That goes in there for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Hoover now looks and aims. Winds up. Here comes the pitch. And that one's going to be in there for ball 3. The walk's going to put a runner on first and second if he walks.
Not what you want to do. This game is slowly starting to get away from poor Lunenburg here.
Hoover looks, winds up, and the pitch.
Oh, that's ball 4.
And that's ball 4.
You got to throw that into the inside corner if you're dropping on the outside.
And you can tell by the way Hoover's walking, Tim. He's getting tired. He's tired.
He's on another timeout. I think he's burned out, I'm afraid. He's bound to happen at some point. He's over 90 pitches now. And they're going to call timeout and call the entire infield in.
No, they might have seen lightning over there, out there, right field.
Okay.
All right.
Look at that. I got you now. Go ahead and break my disc here because I've been trying to hold off until the last second to do that.
All right, so we're going to go to the second disc, right? If you don't see the second disc,
it means the
game has been called and we're going to stop the game. So we're all just kind of waiting to see what happens. But anyway, as of now, it's 9-4 in favor of Charlotte. And if they might call the game after this to Charlotte.
Yeah, we're going to hang on here.
Yeah, we're going to hang on.
The disc is going to end, but the stream will continue.
All right. Thanks for buying the disc. We appreciate it and supporting the Southside Sports Network. And also supporting the league because we give 25% of back to the league. Ain't we nice?
Okay.
Yeah, we've seen a little. So, Tim, get ready to get up there and kind of get ready for that.
Clamshell down the 10 stuff there. Okay, well, that's it. I'm in this disc.